Okay, it is time for the Podkatz with Jason Katz, with your host, Jason Katz. We're gonna try music today. I don't know. What the fuck? Is that? I have no idea where I'm going. Okay. I know this exit. Wait. Fuck. No? Yep. Turn right onto 67. Okay. I'm gonna... Fuck. I have no idea where I'm going. Okay.
Sorry, it's Lynn's Symphony number 36 on Classical King.
Classical King.
Classical King comes from Bedrooms and More, dedicated to finding solutions for...
This is not going to be monetizable, I can already see. Although, you know what? This is free press. You're welcome. Bedrooms and More and Classical Kings. FM. Oh, wait. Presented by Stay right. Okay. There we go. I can't get on the 5 because the 5 is a bunch of stupid people with traffic.
Performed by oboist Jeremy Holmier and clarinetist Eli Even.
Yes.
Chamber Orchestra.
Oh, chamber orchestra. They used to only have these in chamber rooms. Some could say they were shitty. Okay, I'm in a bus line. No one in Seattle, never mind. No one in Seattle does what I expect them to do because my expectations for people are apparently too high. That's too much folk music. It's been a week. A lot of things have happened. Life. I feel like I need the silence. It'll just kind of be back noise. I don't know. Hopefully you're having a good week, listener. Brought to you by King FM. I don't know. Either way, I saw my friend from France. It's not a metaphor. He used to live here, now he lives in France. Getting his PhD in some sort of chemistry. Analytical chemistry. Some sort of chem. I liked chem. I was watching, or I was doing it during the end of Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad was pretty big, and that's a show about chemistry. Lo and behold, it was one of the only sciences I got an A in, although I think that was partly because my science teacher, Blake, we called him by their first names at my high school, and he was my science teacher for all 4 years. Don't do that. If you have a school, make sure there's some different teachers that by the end of it was just sort of we all hate you. And he was like, I don't care. Either way, one of my favorite things is that we would okay, so the school's called Big Picture. They're a very experimental school. It's based on a better, I guess, infrastructure of schools across the nation, mainly the East Coast. But the point was internships on Thursdays and Wednesdays instead of, school. But nobody wants to hire somebody under 16. Nobody wants to hire anyone under 18. Actually, no one wants to hire anyone under 21. Isn't that weird? Anyways, Blake. Okay, so Blake, one time we had a UW, some sort of study. Either way, we noticed that he would become a better teacher and actually give a crap about teaching us our senior year, and also his last year at the school, I believe. But either way, like, he would only pay attention when people like would film him. Like the study would come in with teachers and film him or whatever. And so what I used to do is that when that happened, I was just like, he'd be teaching something and I'd be like, all right, cut, go again. And he'd be like, Jason, stop. Like one time I got sent to the office for it. I'm like, yeah, this is great. Can we do another take? Because like he was LARPing. Do not enter. You're just destroying a house over there. Speaking of which, LARPing might be the topic for today, because as of now we are LARPing confidence, we are LARPing having not depressed thoughts until my brain actually does it. And that is a psychological thing, that's a real thing already. I don't know the name of it, but something. Either way, we're on the 99. No, but I got high last night and I did comedy. And someone was like, I think your weed like saved your set. I'm like, okay. That kind of tracks actually, because when I started, I was very drunk and very high. So maybe some of those muscles. This is good. I don't think the music's adding anything, except maybe the fact that I can't monetize shit. Either way. I made a movie last week. Got me thinking a lot about formatting, how I'm gonna format this. Like, I think I like the idea of including my clips in the Podkatz with Jason Katz. And I was talking to my friend about the breakup, and I brought up the point like, hey, did you even see my Podkatz episode about this? And she was like, no. And my friend was like, that's cringe as fuck to be like, hey, did you even see my pod about this? Which I think is funny as fuck. But yeah, formatting, directing, editing sucks, by the way. That's the first thing I'm gonna do when I get money in this enterprise, is hire a clip editor to edit my clips, because like I'm so sick of it. But also, in this age of content creation, you should know that it has nothing to do with being a good comedian anymore. That is almost the prerequisite if you're in the comedy sphere. It is now down to who is the best editor, reels, capturer, streamer, you know, like the best person at content farming and like marketing is gonna win. I mean, it's always been a marketing game, you know, sure. But like the marketing used to be more around like, this person's the funniest person ever. And that's how we get like celebrities, is that like they're marketed towards us as these legends, these different people. Oh my God, this guy's going slow. I think the music's adding something. Plus, you guys are gonna get to listen to like if we do actually, I mean, we just kind of did, but like Classical King FM, I love them because like they'll be like, how do I say this? They'll be like, hey, this was written by a king, and then the king ended up being beheaded by, and it'll just like give you a little history of it, which I think is cool. And then, fuck, maybe I should have gone up there. I don't know. We are headed to Fife and Tacoma. This job's teaching me a lot about technology or geography. I mean, it's doing both, but you know. Either way, I never really paid attention to local geography. I remember we had a whole Washington State geography thing, and apparently that's a requirement. That's a state requirement, and like a big one. Because I remember like going over graduation requirements, and they were like, "Did you have Washington State geography in middle school or some shit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know where Walla Walla is." You can't graduate high school without knowing where fucking Walla Walla is. Yeah, I guess a lot of realizations are coming to fruition, and I think awareness is very key when you're trying to reorganize your life, because I saw a sign and I was like, I didn't know you were here. But either way, the point I'm trying to make is that I don't know. What was I gonna say? Now the music just seems like it's angry. Fuck. Something.
Jeremy Holmier, clarinetist Eli Even, performing the concertino for oboe, clarinet, and strings by Marion Bow, Classical King. Well, summer isn't quite over just yet, which means you might have a good vacation coming up. If you do have travel plans, but you're wondering how you're going to catch your favorite programs on Classical King,
Don't worry.
Some good news for you.
Got good news.
It's easier than ever to tune in anywhere around the world. Just head to classicalking.org or download the Classical King app, and you can stream our regular broadcast, our clone channel, even our Christmas channel. I'm David Wall, filling in for Nikhil Sarma today. I'll
Welcome,
be back in
Classical
just a
King
few hours
FM.
to fill in for Lisa Bergman, but for now, Mike Brooks is going to get us through the rest of the workday and see us home safely.
Yes. Okay.
98.1
When you're like,
HD1.
when you are reorganizing your life, at a certain point, the progress is not exponential, and you have to reevaluate, in my opinion. And I think that's a perfect example of what's going on in my life, because I'm knocking on doors I've closed, aka texting people that used to be in my life, and it's not happening, like in a positive way. So, filibuster. No, but like, you know what I mean, right? Like, you gotta remember why you close certain doors. And those doors are people. See? Got a banger. This is a classic. This is in Jackass, right? Trying to think. If I want to take the 5 or go through Burien. Either way, it's good to like reevaluate, because for all the great progress I've been doing, there's still pieces of me to fix. That's not a good mindset. Refurbish? Realign with? I don't know. Something. You know what I'm saying. The job's not finished. Okay. I think I know where we're at. I'm at like the end. No, we're gonna go this way. Yes. All this and like, oh dude. Fucking carpool lane. Every time. South. This is really hard to do without the maps up. Marlon Brando apparently drank his own piss in this movie. And would harass Martin Sheen. You know you're a good actor when you harass your co-stars, right, Jared Leto? No, but yeah, it's good to reevaluate yourself, because sometimes there's points that you're not really including and focusing on, But then you go back and you realize, wait, in my past, I would have done X. And tonight, or like yesterday, I didn't do X. So, I think that's a win. I was talking about Apocalypse Now, by the way. So yeah, I included like some credits with in my new Podkatz the movie, and basically the guy like, or YouTube like demonetized it / partially blocked it because I had like copyrighted material. I played a Strokes track, and like I just know that like if I were to play it, it's like an hour and 48 minutes. I'm sure YouTube has some ads. I'm sure it's some revenue for the YouTubes that I'm no longer allowed to see because there's no usage fee. Why don't you just make it like a $2.99 per song thing? I don't know. It's kind of nice to be able to like do new stuff, to like figure out the style. Maybe this needs to be a little quieter. But the point is like, I don't know. Life is hard, but also life is a lot harder when you ignore your emotions. But I'm kind of coming to realize a few things. One, I don't even know if I can confidently label my emotions. I don't think I was ever given that skill. And two, there's a lot of people like way worse than me that are like what are emotions? I don't have those. And three, I don't know. I lost my point. I'm just trying to get to Tacoma. But no, I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, Goosebumps.
Like I said, Goosebumps.
London Philharmonic Cross 10 Stand. It's 5 minutes after 2 o'clock here on Pulse. Mikeworks enjoying the music with you. Thanks for hanging on. Well, our next composer, Gustav Holst, best known for The Planets, but this
I think that was two Gustavs.
Here reveals another side of the composer, one inspired by the poetry of American Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman
composed his Walt Whitman Overture.
Also in Breaking Bad. There's a book, Breaking Bad, by Walt Whitman.
Celebration of humanity, democracy.
The main character's name's Walt.
So from young English composer inspired by an American poetic giant, here's Gustav Holst's Walt Whitman Overture.
Sure.
The Ulster Orchestra is led by Joanne Follett.
Oh yeah, I forgot to date this. It's August 13th. I think we want to do this. Exit. Either way, yeah, I don't know. Not a lot of insight. It's 5. Okay. We're gonna go to the 5. Yeah, I don't know. Is that? Okay, SeaTac Airport's that way, because we're in Burien now. Or like gay and Garian. That was stupid. Anyways. Well, I hope you guys like watching homeless people. I'm always impressed. Sometimes there's like entrances in Seattle where they'll do this, and I'm like, how did you even get there? Talk about real estate, you know? Just kidding. Yeah, there's just a lot I have to work through. And, oh, that was the thing. The realization is, and I think I even said this last time in the Podkatz movie, but there's like a waiting room where you wait for somebody to do your expectations. In my example, I'm waiting for my dad to choose me. Or I guess, like, you know, I'm not consciously doing this. I'm just saying, like, my inner child is. And that's just not going to happen because I've been waiting 30 years almost. None of that's happening anytime soon. So, yeah, now I gotta, like, oh, is this just turned into the airport? Okay. Now I just kind of gotta, like, get out of the waiting room, which is scary because it requires me to do a lot of things that were almost shunned in my family. And so, like, doing the behavior feels wrong. Like, for example, doing things yourself is a perfectly normal thing to say to somebody that needs to grow up. However, it was used as, like, this scapegoat of, like, oh, well, you just do it, instead of, like, my parents having to do their parenting role. So when someone is like, oh, just do it yourself, or, like, you're gonna have to do some work, like, where it's, like, self-advocating, and I'm like, ugh, doing work for myself to benefit myself sounds like a chore. Also, it was, like, screamed at me, so probably not the best. Either way, yeah, I don't know, just a lot of sadness that I'm trying to be on top of so I can move past it. But moving past sadness when all you know is how to be sad is hard. Another hard thing. And speaking of hard, I'm hard right now. No, I'm not. I came earlier. Okay. This isn't that bad. We're missing all the traffic. Yay. Ah! I almost braked. Or I almost needed to brake. Do I go this way? I crossed the white line. I think this is the right way. This better be. I'm not trying to go to the 405. What am I? Some sort of douchebag? Douchebag is an interesting thought because it's like I'm not trying to like a female sanitary product. It's like calling someone toilet paper. You know? Like we shouldn't be insulting somebody because they're cleaning their colon out or whatever, you know? Like, I don't know. This is stupid. Sometimes I do wonder, though, what's the point, you know? What's the point to life? Why am I not living it? Ooh, that was Border Patrol. Oh my God. We're about to, yeah, I know what to do. Wait, take the I-405, man? I'm not gonna do that. What the fuck? What the fucking fuck? That's from Step Brothers. Bro, why are we all going so fucking slow? It's kind of smoggy out today. It's kind of annoying. I thought we were done with that. Either way, last night I had a pretty decent set. Tuesday was dumb. I need to find or start a better Tuesday mic because I mean, not that I don't like the Tuesdays I have right now. It's just more like, I don't know, I mean, like 15 minutes of like talking to no one. Did we do it? Yeah, we're gonna do it. This will be worth it if I get a ticket. No cops, no cops, no cops. Just get out of there. Is that a cop? Nope, just a douchebag with a whatever you call it. Alright. I'm glad I broke the law by being efficient. Sorry, Washington. Maybe I'm starting to think those things don't actually fix traffic. Because, like, the entire idea.
Orchestra performing there. Joanne Folletta was our conductor. It's 13 after 2 o'clock, 72 degrees in Seattle here at the Classic King Studios. And a bit of smoke haze in the air. It's supposed to
Smoke haze
as we get towards Friday again.
Okay,
Meantime, hard to imagine from today's perspective, but initially, Tchaikovsky's staple of ballet, Swan Lake, not well received.
What?
Critics labeled the music as too noisy, too Wagnerian, too symphonic, they said. People said the choreography was funky.
Symphonic.
After numerous tweaks, Tchaikovsky did get the ship righted and fashioned the hit that we know today. From Swan Lake, here is the Swan Lake Suite, played by the Royal Liverpool Philharmonic.
Liverpool. I don't think you can copyright any of the music being played, right? Thanks to Mickey Mouse, like there's like a year. And I say Mickey Mouse because Mickey Mouse is the thing. Originally Disney like lobbied a bunch of copyright laws and kept pushing the year out because they didn't want people making fun of Mickey Mouse in parodies. Bro. What are we doing? What accent was that? Who was I just offensive to? It was kind of like a Rob Schneider doing a Mexican. And I think he's part Mexican. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. But he plays Mexicans, you know? That's definitely happened. Anyways, life is not the worst. I have a lot of grateful things to be grateful for, and that's great. Just also, I'm stuck in this waiting room of loneliness, waiting for my parents to be parents, and they just never were, which sucks, because I know my mom tried, but you know, it's hard to do that for both parents, especially when both parents are present. It's just, my dad just didn't care. And if, you know, you were to ask my parents, they'd probably be like, well, he had to work. It's like, yeah, well, his hours were like all day. Like, my dad worked until like the middle of the night. And that can't be healthy. My dad is a very closed off person when it comes to his health and finances. I don't think he has a will. That's kind of the funny thing. Every time, like, me and my parents would get into a big fight, they'd be like, don't you want to be written into the will? Don't you want... I'm like, you haven't written it yet? Like, you're almost 70, lady. Like, I don't think there's a will. If anything, I feel like it's more about, like, distributing debt to me as a final fuck you. But, I don't know. Maybe I'll get a house and then sell that house to BlackRock, and then finally be financially, it just, yeah, I don't know. Copyright's stupid. I mean, until it's my shit. Yeah, don't steal my shit, but you know what I mean. Alright, this has been pretty boring. I wouldn't listen to this podcast. But you know what? Jesus, that's loud. That is the problem with today's podcast, is this constant need for engagement. This is a slice of life. Always has been. It's like, I don't give a fuck if you listen, as long as it counts as a view. But you know, it's kind of like talk radio without like any... Do I have any goals for this? I guess express myself and learn how to... I mean, oh, you know what? That was the original goal, wasn't it? It was like to be able to feel comfortable talking for 30 minutes, 20 minutes, which I think we're doing great improvements on. Mainly, oh, Jesus Christ, guys. Why is everyone just going so goddamn slow? I swear, traffic is started by the people that didn't... Like, it should be an age thing. And it's not just an age thing, it's just like a busyness population urgency thing. Like, our population is way more urgent to the fact that there's a million, billions of more people since we were born. The boomers are just like, I don't give a fuck about the population boom that I caused. I'm just gonna drive like it's 1955 because I learned in 1960 how to drive, and nothing's changed. That's why you have a bunch of old people going slow as fuck. Because they're like, it's normal to go 20 miles an hour back when cars topped out at 80. I don't think that happened. It's not that old. But you know what I mean, right? Like, there's no like, wait a minute. There's billions of more people. I should drive faster so these billions of people can get where they're going as a whole. It's funny because ants are able to do this, you know? Like, that, like, it's in all ants' DNA to be able to simplify as much traffic as possible. Look at that. Didn't even fucking look, that blue Chevy, I bet. Also, the Mazda speed up, because that was definitely a boomer male. I saw it. And he was just like, oh, finally, my turn. Anyways, I'm not really crashing out. I feel like I'm emotionally numbing myself or avoiding the decisions I have to make to consciously. But yeah, LARPing. Jesus Christ, that was like 30 minutes ago. LARPing is the goal. And I forget what the actual, like, your brain responds more to your imagination or something, like your creative narrative. So if you just like, hey, I'm not depressed, I'm super confident and happy, you just keep spamming that in the chat below. But if you keep spamming that shit, you know, like, eventually your brain's gonna be like, this is true. You speak of the true. And yeah, I should probably stop drinking. Like, it's gonna get into that point where I should like focus on my health and not drink to fit in. I'm not drinking to fit in. I'm drinking. Actually, I drink more. I actually think I'm doing it healthier when I drink to fit in. I'm just drinking alone. Like, it's like I'm alcohol maxing, as they say. I get a double well, okay? Double well, whatever, whiskey, vodka, and then I'm an appropriate mixer. I'm not a savage. Savages, barely even human. Which is a Pocahontas lyric, so don't get mad at me. Get mad at the mouse. I think I went around and avoided traffic just to get into traffic. It also pisses me off because, like, traffic has, like, no, like, okay, so you got the first shifters, they're getting off of work right now, this is the traffic we're in, right? You got everyone that's been up all night driving home. And then the 9-to-5ers and the second shifters, that starts around noon. And then you get to the 5 o'clock. But what actually it is just 8 pure hours of traffic. and then you can drive around whenever you want at like 7 p.m. And it's like, dude, maybe we should lotterize cars, you know? Maybe there should be a personality test associated with driving. In my perfect society, in my perfect world, no, I'm just kidding. But it is funny, talking over myself. It is funny that all like utopian ideas that descend into like this like a cult or genocidal control always start with, let's make the world a better place. Isn't that funny? Like if you were to ask Hitler and Mao Zedong like what they're doing, they'd be like, no, I'm just making the world a better place. It's just people aren't following the rules that would make it better. Read their philosophy. I don't mean to be a dick. All right. Okay, this is a good one. You have to use a usage license. Maybe I'm hijacking Classical King FM's viewership. Who knows? But it's a radio station that is getting almost all of its funding through donations that they spam. Like almost, I don't think, I think they said it at the beginning, but do yourself a favor, donate to 98.1. I don't actually know the letters. It's changed. It used to be something else, and that's the one I forgot. But I don't know the new ones either. Did anything funny happen? I've been doing well, and I've been doing better with punchlines, I feel like. Like my act out punchline has been getting better. And that is actually like yesterday I got the crowd to listen. I just needed to be quicker. Yeah. King FM. That's what you should donate to. I guess I'll also be attaching some of yesterday's clips. I'll clip that, and then I'll if tonight goes well, I'll put that in. I kind of like the motivation though that I had. Like I had to do well so that the scene, like last Friday when I filmed the finale set, it did well. I motivated myself to do better so the scene could fit and feel like a good ending, which I think is actually tapping into that creative motivation thing where it's like, just tell yourself you're happy. But if I tell myself I have to do good tonight to have a good scene finale for this, I think it will motivate myself. We're gonna cut it around 40, so 2 more minutes. Hang in there. I'll treat you right. All right. You guys see any movies lately? Spider-Man? There's some other movies I wanted to watch. Like the Sheep Detective one with Hugh Jackman. I think he dies at the beginning, but that looked interesting. Jason Katz, or the Podkatz with Jason Katz, is brought to you in part by Palantir Flock cameras, the NSA, and listeners like you. Please donate to Jason Katz at jasonkatz.org. O-R-G. Remember that? They were like, don't forget how to spell org when you donate. It's like, is that who you trust? People that don't know how to spell org? I'm doing a a PBS thing. I don't know if you guys get it. They used to be like, and listeners and viewers like you. Anyways, common question of the day. What was your favorite PBS show? Leave a comment down below. Like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends. Come out to my shows when I get booked. If you're a booker, book me. Yeah, I think we did it. Comedy. I'm Jason Katz. It's been episode 29 of the Podkatz with Jason Katz, with your host, Jason Katz. All right, good finale. All right, have a good rest of your day, everybody.